We begin this morning with continued fallout from our historic heat wave last week. The death toll in Oregon was upped yesterday from 94 to 107.
And now Governor Brown is taking action, directing OSHA to enact emergency rules protecting workers from extreme heat. Now, at the same time, there are questions about the state of subsidized housing for the elderly that doesn't have air conditioning. KGW's Pat Doris has more.
As the blistering heat seared the greater Portland area June 26th and 27th and 28th, it heated up subsidized housing buildings like Northwest Tower here in Portland. It's 13 stories tall and holds 150 apartment units for low-income people, many of them seniors. And it has no air conditioning. I talked today with a caregiver who said she was in a Northwest Tower unit on the 6th floor last Monday. It was so hot she decided to take the elderly client to a hotel. She did not want her name or image used.
When I picked her up, it was 3 in the afternoon, and her apartment inside was 109 degrees.
Wow. How do you know it was that hot?
She has a thermometer on the wall.
109 degrees inside. That's a dangerous temperature for almost anyone. Northwest Tower is owned by a public corporation called Home Forward. They would not go on camera, but a spokesperson confirmed one resident died during the heat wave, but added it is unclear if the death was heat-related. That lack of specific information is frustrating to many looking for patterns to the heat-related deaths, including Multnomah County's health officer, Dr. Jennifer Vines.
We're still waiting for details from the medical examiner's work, which is a painstaking gathering of information, notifying family, reviewing medical records, and then submitting certain tests to verify a cause of death. So we're actually still waiting to hear the details and any patterns among those who died.
I asked Dr. Vines if high-rises like Northwest Tower should be retrofitted for air conditioning to protect the residents from the next heat wave.
I can't say that there's a pattern among these deaths that we can attribute to high-rise apartment buildings at this point. So I expect those details to come out.
Multnomah County Chair Deborah Kafori said she, like many, is disturbed by the deaths.
First of all, I just want to say that myself and everyone at Multnomah County is grieving for the lives lost. It was a horrible, horrible tragedy.
She said her team is trying to learn more about who died and why, to see what problems the county might be able to fix before the next heat wave hits. In the meantime, if you know someone who did not survive the heat wave, we'd love to hear from you and maybe tell their story. You could send us an email at newstips@kgw.com or go the old-fashioned way and give us a call, 503-226-5000. We really want to dig into this and we could use your help. In Northeast Portland, Pat Doris, KGW News.
Donations are pouring in for people impacted by that deadly apartment fire in Northeast Portland. It killed 2 people at Heidi Manor and injured several others on Sunday morning. The Red Cross is now offering counseling services and some money to those who lost loved ones or their homes. There's also a grassroots fundraising campaign led by the Sullivan's Gulch Neighborhood Association. Spin Laundry Lounge nearby is collecting clothing and linens for those who need them. People are also setting up GoFundMes for family and friends who lost most or all of their possessions, folks like Crystal Grandy.
Just to know that we have great family members, friends of friends, people that we don't even know supporting us, and that just means the world to my family.
If you go to KGW.com, we do have details on how to help those impacted by the fire. Investigators are still trying to figure out how this started. It is worth noting neighbors reported hearing fireworks just before the flames broke out.
Let's get to 3 things to know about coronavirus right now. Number 1, the head of emergency programs at the World Health Organization has sent out a warning to countries. Mike Ryan cautions nations to be more careful with easing COVID-related restrictions. He says while several countries around the world are easing restrictions, the pandemic isn't over. He warns another wave could arrive in the fall. Number 2, new data out of Israel shows the Pfizer vaccine is less protective than believed against the virus as the Delta variant continues to spread. The nation's health ministry said efficacy fell to 64% since early June. However, the study solidified the vaccine will still protect you from severe illness and hospitalization. And number 3, Costco ending its senior shopping hours this month. July 26th, the stores will go back to a regular shopping schedule. The special COVID hours have been in place since March of 2020 for the more vulnerable age group. The hours still may vary depending on your store, so check with your local store for information. And those are your 3 things to know about COVID this morning.
Well, the Delta variant, first identified in India, now accounts for 25% of all new COVID cases in the U.S. According to the CDC, it's on track to become the dominant strain in the U.S. Dr. Richard Corsi is an international air quality expert with Portland State University. He says this variant is concerning because it spreads so much faster. He adds even those vaccinated are somewhat at risk of contracting Delta, although you are far less likely to get seriously ill. Corsi says Delta is already causing problems in parts of the country with low vaccination rates.
We're seeing what's happening right now in Missouri, where hospital ICUs are full again. There's not enough room in hospitals. In Missouri, was spilled over to Oklahoma and Arkansas and Louisiana and Mississippi.
Corsi says with Oregon reopening, we'll have to keep our guard up. If officials see an uptick in cases, he believes we should go back to practicing all the preventative measures.
Well, if you're able to give blood, local donation centers are pleading for help. There is a national shortage right now, and a combination of factors are at play. 1, hospitals are busy with people who delayed treatments during the pandemic and are now coming in. 2, they're seeing more trauma patients, which tends to happen in the summer. And 3, they're seeing fewer blood donors. A lot of people didn't show up for donation appointments during the heat wave. Vacations can also keep people from donating as frequently this time of year. The local Red Cross is hoping you'll find some time to give.
It's been a wild and crazy 18 months. And if you could do one thing to bring that little bit of spark to yourself for that day, I encourage you to do it. Because every time you go and donate blood, you can impact up to 3 people.
You can donate blood regardless of your COVID vaccination status. Call 1-800-RED-CROSS or go to redcrossblood.org to set up an appointment.
National parks are seeing a record number of visitors as the country lifts COVID restrictions. Staffers at Mount Rainier National Park in Washington are anticipating one of their busiest years ever. It's seen more than 130,000 visitors in the first 4 months of 2021. That's the most in 25 years.
I see a constant stream of visitors going up the road every morning. We would be surprised if this didn't turn out to be one of the busiest years that we've had in recent decades.
If you'd like to make the trip and visit, staff recommends arriving early in the morning and during the week if you can swing it.